Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear brothers and sisters, today we will learn about the tenses in Arabic. This is lesson number 9 of book Al-Arabiyatu lil Kibar. Kulla yawmin, every day. And this is all about the tenses in the grammar. And before we start the lesson from the book, we will learn the rules of the tenses. So first we go to our lesson. In Arabic, the basic tense is the past tense. Usually in English, in other languages, the basic tense is present tense. But in Arabic, it's different. All other tenses, we derive from the past tense. So today we will learn about the past tense, inshallah. Hold on, we start in a minute, inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The past tense verb. Al-Failul Ma'adi. In Arabic, we call it Al-Failul Ma'adi. Verb and action. In Arabic, we call it Fa'ilun. In Arabic, we call it Fa'ilun. Doer of a work. Doer of a work. In English, we call subject. In English, we call subject. In Arabic, we call it fa'ilun. The doer of a work is fa'ilun in Arabic. Base form of all Arabic verbs. Base form of all Arabic verbs is in the past tense madin. Base form in Arabic, all Arabic tenses is madi. The base form of the verb always corresponding to the third person. Base form of the verb in Arabic always corresponding to the third person, singular masculine pronoun. Singular masculine pronoun with he. And we call it huwa. This is the base form of the verb. He, huwa. The third thing is the doer of the action, fa'ilun. The doer of the action, fa'ilun, is hidden. Mustatirun. Within the base form of the verb. the fa'ilun or the doer of the action or the subject is hidden in the base form of the fi'l. Notice the hidden he, huwa, is hidden in kharaja. Kharaja, when we translate the kharaja, we will translate he left. He is hidden in kharaja. He is not appear in kharaja, but it is still there. It exists. What is the anatomy of the past tense fail madi? Almost all Arabic verbs can be tracked back to a three-letter verb. Three-letter verb. We call it salasi mujarrad. We call it salasi mujarrad. Triliteral verb, or we call it three radical verb. The remaining few exceptions are traced back. Okay. All Arabic verbs can be traced back to a three-letter verb. The remaining few exceptions are traced to a four-letter verbs. But now we will learn about the three-letter verbs. Four-letter verbs we will learn later, inshallah. Three-letter verbs called sulasi mujarrad. Four-letter verbs called rubai mujarrad. To understand their structure, the three letters verbs are defined on the pattern of fa'ala. Fa'ala. Like here. Fa'ala. First radical, fa. First letter is fa. Second radical is ain. And third radical is lam. Hold on, please. First radical is fa, second radical is ain, and the third radical is lam. This is a pattern of three radical. So all the three radical verbs, they follow the same pattern, fa'ala. Like kharaja. So see here, kharaja is also on the pattern of fa'ala. Kha, first radical. Ra, second radical. Ja, third radical. Fa, kha is on the first radical, fa. Ra on the pattern of ain. Jim on the pattern of lam. So all the three radicals, they follow fa'ala. Fa'ala, we call it kalimatun. First kalima or first radical. Lam kalima, second kalima or ain. Second kalima or second radical. Lam, third kalima or third radical. So these are 6 patterns. There are 6 patterns on the pattern of fa'ala. Zahaba. Zahaba. He went. Za, first radical. Ha, second radical. Ba, third radical. Za is on the first radical fa. Ha, second radical ain. Ba, third radical lam. Jalasa. This is second pattern. You will learn here below. Jalasa, he sat. Jim, first radical. Lam, second radical. Sa, third radical. Nasara. Noon, first radical. Sod, second radical. Ra, third radical. Samia. Sin, first radical. Mi, there is kasra. Samia. Mim, second radical. Ain, third radical. Karuma. Ka, first radical. Ra, second radical. Ma, third radical. So what the changes you are seeing here? First radical haraka is same, taking fatha. All 6 letters here are 6 radicals of fa taking fatha. And third radical, all radicals, they are taking fatha also. Only the second radical, there is a change. Second radical is taking kasra, sami, samia. And second radical is also taking fatha. So second radical can take fatha, can take kasra, can take dhamma. There is a change only in the second radical. First radical and the third radical, they remain same. Their haraka don't change. In the base form of all 3 letters, past verb. Fa and lam kalima. Fa and lam kalima always have fatha. See here. Za, ba, ja, sa, na, ra, sa, a, ka, ma. So first and the third radical, they will always have fatha. Ain kalma, second radical, can have dhamma. Like karuma. You see here karuma. Second radical here has dhamma. Can take fatha. Like nasara. Sod have fatha. And or can take kasra. Samia. Samia. Mim has kasra. So the second radical can have dhamma, can have fatha, and can have a kasra. Conjugation of past verb. We have learned before that the base form of the verb contains he. He is there. Huwa. He or it. As the door of a file. We have learned before that the base form of the verb contains he or it, huwa, as the door or file. So kharaja means he left. Kharaja. Kharaja means he left. Within the base form, this phylum is considered hidden. Its subject is considered hidden. Mustatirun. There is no letter in the verb. There is no letter in the verb. For file, for doer, for subject, there is no letter in the verb. It is hidden, but it is there, which explicitly represents the file. So kharaja, he or it, huwa. Okay. Huwa. Next is what's going on? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. In order to say they two duel, if we have to say they two duel, and alif is added at the end. Kharaja, he left. And if we added alif here, then it means they two left. Since this alif represents they two, this alif represents they two. Okay. So kharaja, and we added alif, and it become kharaja. They two left. And if we have to say they left more than two, in order to say they left, plural, more than two, a vav is added at the end. This vav acts as a file. So here alif is a file. This alif is a file here, subject here. Same kharaja. Same kharaja. And vav is file here. Vav is file here. It will become kharaju. Kharaju means they left. They are plural. Hum, they left. The alif is called alful. We add an alif. Then after adding vav, we add an alif, and alif have no means. There is no meaning of this alif. We added at the end of the kharaju. It is called alful vikayati, alif of protection. It only protects the kharaju so that we don't wrongly pronounce it. We don't mix kharaju with the next coming sentence. That's why we added an alif, so we can differentiate in a pronunciation. It protects the vav from being mistaken from the conjunction. Vav. It is written but not pronounced. This alif we write, but we don't pronounce this alif. Notice that the original fatha changed to the dhamma. Kharaja. This is kharaja. But here it becomes kharaju. This third radical was fatha. But after adding this vav, it becomes kharaju. So jim, third radical, take fatha. Why it take fatha? Because before vav, there cannot be kasra and there cannot be fatha. So if there is a vav, then before the vav, there must be a dhamma. Notice that the original fatha changed to a dhamma once vav was added. This is done for phonetic convenience, as kharaju is easier to pronounce than kharaju. Kharajau. So kharajau is difficult to pronounce. So that's why for phonetic convenience, we added here dhamma. Okay, next is in order to say she left. How we will say she left? In order to say she left, the base form of the verb is feminized by adding a ta of feminizing. We add a ta of feminizing. We add a ta of feminizing. Okay. I don't know what is happening with the mouse today. Okay. Let me restart the window. Okay, wait a minute. Let me restart the window. Okay. Okay, now we continue our lesson. In order to say she left, the base form of the verb is feminized by adding a ta of feminizing. Ta uttanis, we call it ta uttanis. The ta uttanis is not a file. This ta is not a file. It is only feminizing ta. This is only feminizing ta. This is not a file. This is not a door. This ta. So kharaja. And if we have to say for the feminine, then we will say kharajat. And we add at the end, there is a ta. Kharajat means she left. Instead, the phylum is considered hidden. She is hidden here. She is hidden in here. But to differentiate between the masculine and the feminine, we added an extra ta, kharajat. Okay. In this form, and is implied as she left. In order to say they too left, an alif is added at the end of the pronoun. Kharajat, and we added a ta. This alif mean they too. This alif mean they too. So kharaj ta. Before alif, we only can give haraka fatha. So ending is alif. So the letter before the alif, it will take fatha. Kharaj ta. Okay. Since this alif represents they too. Since this alif represents they too. Who did the action? it acts as a file. So this alif is a file here, is a subject here. If we say, in order to say they for plural, feminine plural, they two, more than two, then we add noon to the end. Kharaja plus we added an extra noon here. So it become kharajna. It become kharajna. Since this noon represents they two, they more than two, feminine, who did the action, it acts a file. It is this noon. This noon is a subject here. This noon is a subject here. So these are the conjunction of the past. For huwa, he, these are the suffix we use in past tense. Huwa, he. Here is no suffix, no file here. Because the file in huwa is hidden. He is hidden in huwa. So kharaja. No extra suffix we add at the end of the verb in third person masculine singular. He. They two left. Huma. And we add alif. Alif silent. This is alif we add. So kharaja become kharaja. And this alif have no haraka. And this is a file here. This alif is a file in the subject, in the verb. They more than two, mean plural, left. So wow, what we add? Waw and alif. For whom we add waw and alif. These are suffix we add at the end of the past tense. Waw is a file here. In waw and alif, waw is a file here, while alif is alif vikaya. We have learned just now. Okay. For she left. She left. Okay. She left kharajat. She left kharajat, and ta is a feminizing ta here. Ta is a feminizing ta, and the file is hidden here. Same with the they two left. We added ta and alif. Alif is a file here. Alif is a file here, and ta is a feminizing ta. And then for third person feminine. Oh, sorry. Yes, third person feminine, more than two, plural. Kharaja, and we added noon extra. Kharajna. It will become kharajna. And noon is a file here. This noon is a file here, subject here. And for the second person, second person means mukhatib. In Arabic, we call it mukhatib. You left kharajta. We added ta. You see here, we added ta here. This ta. So it become kharajta. For 2, we added tuma. Kharajtuma. And for more than 2, we added tum. Kharajtum. This is for muzakkar, for masculine. And if for feminine, anti. We added ti, kharajti. And for dual, kharajtuma. We added tuma. Then for feminine plural, kharajtunna. We added tunna. And for first person singular, mutakallam, we added tu, kharajtu, I left. We left plural mutakallim, we added na. For nahnu, we added na. Kharajna. So these are the suffix. These all are the suffix we added in fail madi in Arabic. At the end of the verb, we add them at the end of the verb. And they present the subject. These suffix, they present the subject, they present the doer, they present the file. Okay. Like here, there are more examples. He, huwa. Suffix, no suffix in past tense because the file is mustatirun, hidden. So it becomes kharaja, he left. Zahaba, he goes. It's same like with Samia, Karuma. For 2, huma, kharaja, zahaba, Samia, Karuma. For they 2, hum, kharaju, zahabu, sami'u, karumu. Okay. For feminine, hiya, and we add ta. Kharajta, zahabta, sami'at. Oh, sorry. Kharajat, zahabat, sami'at, karumat. And for 2, for dual, we added ta and alif. And alif is file here. Alif silent is file here. Kharajata, kharajata, zahabata, sami'ata, karumata. So ta is feminizing ta and alif is file here. And for plural, hunna, we added noon. So this noon is file here. Like kharajna, zahabna, sami'na, karumna. So noon is file here, while kharaj, zahab, sami, karum, it is the verb in the sentence, in this form. And for mukhatib, second person, you, muzakkar, anta, we added ta with fatha, anta. And this ta is file. This ta is subject here. Kharajta, zahabta, sami'ta, karumta. And for dual, antuma, tuma, we added tuma and we added tuma also same. Kharajtuma, tuma is file here. Tuma is file here. Tuma is subject here. Kharaj is verb and tuma is file, doer, subject. Zahabtuma, sami'tuma, karumtuma. So kharaj, zahab, sami, karum, this is file, and tuma, all they are the doer, they are the subject, they are the file. Okay, antum. Antum, we add tum. Kharajtum, zahabtum, sami'tum, karumtum. So same here, kharaj is file and tum, kharaj is verb and tum is file here. And for feminine we use anti. Ti, we use ta with kasra. And this ta with kasra is file here. Kharajti, zahabti, sami'ti, karumti. And next is antuma. Tuma, kharajtuma, zahabtuma, sami'tuma, karumtuma. And for second person, mukhatib, plural, we use tunna. For antunna, we use tunna.